Hi everyone, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. So for this particular layout, I loved the paper with the squares. So I took all those squares, actually not all of them, just 3 rows, the last 3 rows, the lightest 3 rows, and I cut the squares and divided them into their triangles as they are represented on the page. I then stuck all those down in this sort of, herringbone pattern, and then went ahead and stitched each of the squares in a twine or a thread that represented their color. I hope you popped over to the Kitaholic Kits subscribers page and has seen my exclusive video on this, because that will be explained in a lot more detail over in that exclusive. So for those of you now that are catching up, I have created my background and matted it on another piece of the gorgeous paper that was in our kit, the pink. And now I'm having a play with all the florals. I pulled all the florals out of the ephemera pack, and I want those to surround my 3 gorgeous pictures of my little boy in his dress-ups. And I am going to just layer up a few pieces of ephemera around it. I don't want to do too much on this page because I spent a lot of time stitching, and I'm already covering quite a chunk of the stitching that I spent so much time doing. So I want to make sure most of it is going to be seen. I'm not concerned about the wasting of the thread or knowing, oh, I didn't even need to bother stitching that. That's not my concern. My concern is that I love it. I love the stitching, and I want to be able to see as much of it as you possibly can, because I really think the color matching, the tone on tone, is just gorgeous. So I deliberately placed my photos here where they're sort of matching in with the colors, kind of. I mean, Thomas is wearing a pink dress, so it's not quite. But for some reason, it just really spoke to me that they needed to go on top of the blue. Perhaps because I deliberately didn't center my chevron pattern and left more white on the right hand side of the page, so therefore it kind of naturally spoke to me as saying that's where your photos should be. I also could have given my page a little twist and had the chevron along the bottom or along the top instead of down the side, but I just felt for this particular layout it worked really well in this way. So as you can see, I've got 3 little clusters of flowers with a piece of ephemera next to each one, and then I just popped my little home and dance party with my people up the top. Then I'm going to start working on my title. So I am going to use that pre-cut, that die cut piece that says Slow Days, but it just needs a little bit more than that. So I really want that Slow Days right where it is, because it is right on top of the same orange color, and I think that works really nicely to have a bit of tone on tone matching. Quite like that. The rest of my sort of ephemera isn't matching tone on tone, so I kind of like that is. And then I'm going to pull out these gorgeous blue thickers. I love these thickers that came in the kit, these puffy alphas, and I'm just going to put I love Slow Days with you. And you can see I actually changed to put the E down as well, just to make sure I was going to fit the word love in that space I had, and I wanted to do that before I'd stuck it too firmly down to the page, because I didn't want to tear anything if I had to try and move it and unstick it and pull it back up. So what am I thinking? I'm just playing with the particular placement of my word with. I want to make sure you can see the H and it doesn't look like an N. So I do end up needing to pull everything down just a little bit, because the H, a lot of the stick of the H was going to get underneath the die cut Slow Days, and it ended up looking like an N. So I just wanted to make sure it was down low enough that you could actually appreciate that it was the entire word. I had run out of lowercase y's, so in the end I decided to put U in all capital letters, which I think works really, really well, because, you know, who's this layout about? It's about my little Thomas, And who do I love the slow days with? I love them with you, Thomas. So I think that was actually perfect. That little half sticker says at home. I cut it off for a different layout and just really wanted to try and get it used. I didn't want it hanging around on the sticker sheet. I was worried it would get lost. So in the end, I actually just snuck it on pajamas all day at home, home. It's fine. I actually cut the at off and I think that works. That works really well. So another little tiny word over there, or a phrase. Just getting a phrase in everywhere, really. Love me my phrases. And there were so many on this sticker sheet. I wanted to try and use as many as I could. I'm super loving this collection. I've definitely used it to create some of my isolation layouts, but I've also used it just to create. I just loved the colors. I just found it really universal for just everything, not just to document the fact that we're in this pandemic. It was just gorgeous. So, of course, popping on some Heidi Shine. You know me, I can't be finished a layout without some splatters. So using some gold and some, what colour is this, Miss Jess? Navy, I think. Using some gold and some navy. Yeah, navy's my second favourite. Thanks, Steph. Steph sent me navy as a prize way back when. And it has very quickly become my second favourite colour. So thank you, Steph, for introducing me to that. I hope you have enjoyed this layout, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around. And I can't wait to see you again next time. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely day.